Sandy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. Clayton Kershaw pitches a no-hitter. It is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner. It's over. One series, a walk-off home run. This is way back. Walk 'em off. Chris Taylor. It's time for Dodger baseball. Strike three. Dodgers have won it all in 2020. Mookie Betts cranks one left field. Mookie Magic.
They're going to make big signings. They're going to make impact trades. I don't care how many times this team rips my heart out, I'll never stop loving the Los Angeles Dodgers. Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
For him, Cody the sound of the sound. All right. Take that off. All right. Sorry, my ears are, I'm just unplug these. My ears just blew up there. Sorry, guys. But geez, I can't really hear anything. My ears are ringing. But also, the giveaway. The giveaway announcement that you've been waiting for. We have hit 80,000 subscribers. 80,000 subscribers. And it's all thanks to you guys. Like I said, you guys are as much about this channel. You guys were one of the reasons why we are here. 80K, it's all thanks to you. And to thank you, as a show of our appreciation, we are giving away a brand new Shohei Ohtani jersey. So many more giveaways on the way. We'll talk about those soon. But Shohei Ohtani, the jersey that everyone wants, and we're going to give away one momentarily here. But welcome to the show. We're also going to talk about Puig is not your friend. We're going to talk about Puig being Puig. We're going to talk about his little scuffle down in Venezuela. We're going to talk about Roki Sasaki, a little very interesting nugget with that. So a jam-packed Friday show for you. If you're new to the channel, though, and you want to be a part of these giveaways, be sure to subscribe, the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. Also, comment down below done. Comment down below done anytime we're doing a giveaway, and you will be eligible. That's all you had to do. So if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel, and let's get right into it. See some comments. You guys lighting it up. You guys are looking to see who's going to win. We got Mike Lopez says, bring back Cody. I have some thoughts on that. The Angels look like they could try to get into the mix with Cody Bellinger. We got Dunn. A little late for the Dunns on the Ohtani, but in future giveaways, that's how we're doing it. It's that simple. Puig just called out DN on Twitter. Okay, well, got to talk about that, DC. We got I'll take a small, they run big. That's from Orlando. Hope everyone said it already. Yeah, exactly. Damn, D-Mac, always got it. Yeah, my bad for that. We got sound is fine, working now. Oh, my God, I'm deaf. So, yeah, guys, we are back in the mix. So is music. Okay, we'll start the show from the top then. Welcome to Dodgers Dugout Live. Jam-packed show for you, but let's waste no time. I know you guys are waiting to see who is going to win that Shohei Ohtani jersey. Little anticipation here, and I have to read some copy here to make sure we got all of our bases covered. No pun on a baseball show. Thank you so much to everyone that helped us make this insane push to 80,000 subscribers. This Shohei Ohtani jersey giveaway is just the first of many this year for the Dodgers Nation family. On every YouTube video we posted since January 8th, along with special Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Threads posts, we asked you guys to subscribe to our channel and comment down in the comment section in order to be eligible to enter the giveaway. Previous subscribers were already made eligible as long as they commented done as well. All users entered across all eligible platforms were entered into a random generator, and I have here in front of me the winner of the Dodgers Nation 80,000. The Dodgers Nation 80,000 special Ohtani jersey giveaway. Drum roll, please. It is going to user CryMumu17. That is CryMumu17. Got the number right. CryMumu17 on Twitter. On X, you have won yourself a brand new, authentic Shohei Ohtani number 17 Dodgers jersey. So definitely connect with us through on your direct message. So look for a message from us. And like I said, if you did not win this time, we're doing tons of giveaways moving forward. So the Ohtani jersey giveaway also doesn't say here, but we're actually only going to give away 3% of the jersey and defer the rest of the jersey in 2034. So we're just going to send you like maybe the D or the 1 on the numbers. No, I'm just playing. You're getting the full authentic version of the jersey. So congratulations to CryMumu17. That's CryMumu17 on the X. You have won the jersey. And if you did comment done, you were entered to win. And we're going to have plenty of giveaways coming up. And before we head to our first topic today, I want to know from you guys, what do you want to see as our next giveaway? What do you want to see our next giveaway be? Autographed jerseys? Do you want to see tickets to Dodgers games? Do you want to see autographed baseballs? Let me know down below. You can throw out an idea. Always rock with you, D-Mac. We got Cody, Cemental. What up, D-Mac Jr.? Not the Angels. That's from Alex. Good morning, D-Max from Tracy over on YouTube. A-Ray22. What up, A-Ray? What up, D-Mac, a.k.a. Will Smith? Out of uni, only a better dancer. Look, you know what? Look, the thing about Will Smith, no one's taking a picture of us at the same place at the same time. But actually they did last year during spring training. So we did debunk that myth that I am Will Smith, but Will Smith is legend. DMAC love languages analytics. I got jams. I like some analytics, but right in between. You know, I think you have to look at all sides of information. Signed Kershaw already. That's from Daniel Solario. Look, they're going to wait to sign Kershaw until spring training begins, because then you can start sending guys to that 60-day IL, guys like Gonsolin, guys like May. So they'll be able to maintain that flexibility. They won't have to DFA anyone. So that's what they're waiting on. I would not be surprised at all if Kershaw knows right now, one, if he's returning and he's going to continue his career, which he's already indicated that his intent is to do that. And two, if it is with the Los Angeles Dodgers, like we talked about with James Paxton, the signing of James Paxton did not and will not preclude the Dodgers of signing Clayton Kershaw. Okay, let's just talk about this, because Clayton Kershaw is someone who's 56 strikeouts away from the 3,000 strikeout club, okay? Only a handful of lefties have reached that plateau. It's an extremely rare feat, and I think Kershaw returns to this Dodgers team. It does make you wonder, though, that if he does return, is he doing it so he can get his roses? Is he doing it for 2025 when he'll be able to have a full season? Will he sign a 2-year contract? And also, question I have is, if he returns, does he accept a role as a number 4 or 5 starter? Does he accept a role as someone that can give you innings out of the bullpen in a multi-inning relief role? Is that something that Clayton Kershaw is open to? And then looking down the road, is he someone that's willing to just be a part of the dugout and be a part of this group if he's not on the postseason roster? Because that just, I can't envision that. I just can't envision Clayton Kershaw returning and not being on that postseason roster. I just don't think that someone with that much pride, someone that has that much invested in this game, someone who is all he knows is being a star. Let's not forget, it's not like Kershaw was washed last year. Clayton Kershaw made the all-star team. He's someone who was one of the very best pitchers in the sport before he got injured. So he's not that far removed from being an effective starter. The slider is still one of the best in the game. As long as he has the command. I know he's a very happily married man, but Clayton Kershaw has a slide piece, right? And as long as that slider is effective, he's going to go out there and be effective and help teams win games. So that's why I push back a little bit on the idea that Clayton Kershaw truly would take this reduced role, this Tracy McGrady on the Spurs role. Like, that's just not who he is. We got happy birthday, D-Mac. It's actually tomorrow, but I'll take an early birthday. Appreciate you, David E. Look, all I want for my birthday is Miguel Vargas to have a great year this year. Congrats on 80K sub giveaways. Yeah, let's go back. We got signed Kersh. You're sending also to Mexico the jersey, Daniel Muller. Yeah, this is international. If you guys, we have a lot of subscribers, a lot of people that tune into the show from around the world. This is Dodgers Nations, not just Dodgers Nation. So yeah, that does not limit you from our giveaways. We will absolutely send to Mexico if you are the winner. We got congratulations. Damn, I'm crying. Yeah. Bellinger, Outman, Teo. Yeah, also, we're going to do a little bit of bold predictions later. Got some bold predictions, so keep those and then send you the DLMFAO. Okay, pause. That was not the, that's a bruh. Definitely a couple bruhs for that one, no doubt about it. AI Guy 1, Dodgers game with D-Mac. Oh, so these are your ideas for our next giveaway. Cody says Dodger game with D-Mac. Keith Potter says, can I get a double XL with extra small sleeves? Okay. Tickets, please. That's from Black Jack over on YouTube. Otani, okay, I'm in. Season tickets and a meet and greet. That would be awesome. Puig, pissed that he didn't win the jersey. Yeah, we'll talk about Yasiel Puig here coming up in a second. Puig boxing gloves giveaway. That's a finish him. We got happy birthday, D-Mac. Yeah, appreciate the love out there, guys. Appreciate the love. Give away one of your Shui J's. I still owe you guys a Yo Shui Nobu Yamamoto, but we just moved to this new studio. We got to get some drink up in here. We got to get some beers, but definitely push for that. Happy B-Day. Yeah, appreciate the B-Day love, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Gustavo. Thanks. Who else we got out there? Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Cody. Thanks. Yeah, all for my birthday, too, is I want them to fortify this bullpen, okay? I want that bullpen fortified. Happy birthday, D-Mac. We want Belly back. So some people wanting Cody Bellinger back. So do a couple more here. What up, D-Mac? Breaking news, Roki Sasaki signs a new contract with Lot. Contract details coming out later. That's Doom_Sal. Is that true? Let me look that up right now just to make sure. We got Roki Sasaki, who, like I've said on the show, is the number one prospect, not just in the NPB, but in all of Major League Baseball. So we'll talk about it in a second, but let's dive right into our first topic today. And first topic today is we're going to look at some of these clips from Yasiel Puig. Now, Yasiel Puig, he got in a little dust up. He did not start it, and no one's blaming Puig here. I see that Puig has been tweeting up a storm, and in his defense, this is not me saying that Puig deserves any blame here. I'm not that guy. I'm not saying Puig is someone that deserves blame here. I'm always 100% a card-carrying member of the Yasiel Puig fan club. I am on Team Puig. I always will be, and it's important to point out, I see people out there in the baseball social media circles that are trying to connect this with Puig being a troublemaker. People saying that, oh, Puig is always starting fights, Puig this, Puig that. Was Madison Bumgarner on the mound? To my knowledge, he was not, right? The Cincinnati, the Red scuffle, people getting nostalgic about that. Look, I've got news for you. This was not on Yasiel Puig. This was not Yasiel Puig's fault. I think anyone that's trying to say that he's a troublemaker or that he's someone that doesn't deserve another opportunity in Major League Baseball because of these antics, they're 100% wrong. Everyone loves to blame Puig. People would blame Puig for the sinking of the Titanic, right? Puig is someone that is still trying to make his way back, and unfortunately, we've seen these scuffles. So take a look here, and you'll see that Puig gets hit first. Puig gets hit first. Try to look at it again. Bring it back. Puig is, yes, it's the hold me back. You never know when things are going to happen in those situations, but Puig gets hit first, and that's boom. Look, it's one of those things. If you start it, I finish it. Okay? And then this is where it ultimately led to. Guys breaking out. You got everyone throwing punches. Look at Puig. I mean, this guy, look at his right, man. Ooh, that's a pretty big punch there. Guys getting separated. And so I think if I'm a team out there, if I'm an agent baseball team out there, I'm running that first name saying to myself, a little kerfuffle, a little mix-up here where Puig was the first guy to throw a punch, the first guy to swing, the first guy to push. And I'm like, okay, that's Puig being Puig. That's Puig letting his temper get the best of him. But I don't think that's what you see in this situation. I think Yasiel Puig was retaliating. He was reacting. And yes, it's unfortunate because he's getting bad publicity. A lot of accounts, a lot of publications, a lot of social media accounts are posting this, and it's a lazy narrative at this point to try to say, okay, Yasiel Puig is a troublemaker. Yasiel Puig is a troublemaker. No, look, Puig was trying to keep the peace there. He was sucker punched. He was absolutely sucker punched right there. He was trying to defend himself. And yes, it's something where, hey, you start it, I finish it. I mean, my dad used to tell me, if you think you're a tough guy, there's always a tougher guy, right? Puig is always the tougher guy. He gives off big final boss in a video game energy, right? You don't mess with Puig. He's the Rick Bruisers, the M. Bisons, the Shao Kahns, right? He is final boss of a video game energy. So just wanted to point that out. And Puig definitely was tweeting, and he actually did include Dodgers Nation in a tweet. So not so sure, because Dodgers Nation, the social media team, they actually did clarify that Puig did not initiate it, but I totally understand it. But I like this tweet from my buddy who hosts the Locked On Dodgers podcast, my guy, Mr. Jeff J. Snyder. You know him as Snide Dog. I love Jeff. He tweeted, if Yasiel Puig got robbed at gunpoint, the tweets would say, Puig involved in armed robbery. There's video of Puig getting sucker punched and kicked while trying to break up a fight, and the story somehow became about him brawling. And then Puig's agent, she tweeted, unfortunately, the American media chooses to once again share misinformation. Yasiel Puig was actually keeping the peace yesterday when he was sucker punched by a player from the other team. I have released several videos on my feed that show what happened, and it's unfortunate. So, look, here's the thing. Now, all that is true. All that is true, that he was trying to keep the peace. He did not start it. But if you are Yasiel Puig, and there have been some allegations, there have been some issues with how he's viewed inside of a clubhouse, look, you have to be as squeaky clean as you possibly can be. You have to be absolutely buttoned up at every single chance. You can't be seen or viewed in any negative light, because he's going to turn into it's always something guy. I know you guys have that friend where it's just always something, right? It's always something. And for whatever reason, and yes, the media plays a big part in that. There's no doubt about it, because of the narrative that was formed years ago. But look, if you just stay out of everything, if you don't retaliate, then you're not going to allow yourself to have the media flip it on you, right? You can control the narrative by not reacting. And look, I mean, that's still a pretty... Look, baseball is a boys will be boys sport sometimes when it comes to fighting, and for a long time it was part of the game. We would see this, but look, here's what I'll say. I mean, I truly believe that Yasiel Puig deserved another chance. I think that Major League Baseball and teams around the league, they had worse players on their roster that Puig was more talented than, that Puig was a better hitter than, and he was going to get his opportunity with the Atlanta Braves. Unfortunately, he tested positive for COVID, and that fell through. So it is unfortunate, but I'll never forget. I'll never forget the wild horse and Yasiel Puig and him making his debut at 22 against the San Diego Padres. He goes up there, 5 pitches into the game. He gets his first base hit. And at the end of the game, Dodgers up 2-1, and Puig's in right field. He makes the catch, and then he throws out DeNorfo at first to double him up to end the game. Who was the first base coach at the time for the Padres? It was none other than Dave Roberts. I remember seeing Dave Roberts there trying to say that DeNorfo was safe, and then Vin Scully was like, well, hello, Yasiel Puig. That's a very happy Cuban. I mean, I'll never forget that game. And then next night he's hitting bombs. He's hitting big grand slams. So Puig Mania was electric. We might have to do a deep dive on Yasiel Puig in a video. But what are your thoughts on Yasiel Puig and the dust up, the little fight, little melee happening right there. Like I said, he can still slug. That video tells me he can still slug, can still hit for good contact. I'm just saying, Major Puig. By the way, can we have him and Madison Bumgarner be included in one of those Jake Paul fights in the octagon? I imagine Bumgarner versus Puig. We're talking a $5 million payout. I mean, everyone in Major League Baseball would be willing to watch that. I mean, maybe he thought that Bumgarner was on the mount. So let's go down below in the comments section, hear what you guys had to say. Puig was awesome. The wild horse ass from Swelling Sausage. I edited that one, right? Luis Gonzalez, bring back Puig to LA. I need that tongue wag at third base. I need him to kiss. I need him to kiss everyone too. I mean, that was good times. Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing about Puig, man. I mean, you guys have heard the story in Molly Knight's book, The Best Team Money Can Buy, where Zach Greinke literally throws his luggage off the team bus. He definitely had some issues with his teammates, and that's just a fact. Vin was excited. Puig to the Rays from Showtime fans. Denny Cortez, maybe he's matured. Can't tell from the media. Lin He, Ohtani home run baseball be the next giveaway, please. Happy birthday, D-Mac. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate you, Rudy. It means a lot. Puig, why always me? Yeah, I got jams. Exactly. It is a big why always me energy with him, so that's definitely a fair point. Dodgers been soft AF since Puig left. Back up. I mean, look, Puig definitely gave them an edge. Puig definitely did give them an edge in a kind of, hey, don't F with us type mindset. But look, Joe Kelly, they kind of went out with the Astros. But yeah, Muncy is a guy you wouldn't want to see in the back alley at 3 a.m. or get into a bar fight with. So they do have some tough dudes. But look, the reality is when it comes to Major League Baseball, all these guys are stars. They're all tough guys to the degree that, yeah, for sure, right? Puig is better than Joey Gallo when he got $5 million. So there you go. Happy B-Day. Thanks, Steven. Appreciate you guys rocking with us here on a Friday fun show. HBD D-Mac. Sad to see it's only going to hurt him trying to get back into the league. I hope he can get past this. That's from Anthony Smiley. Puig should join the MMA. That's what I'm saying. Physically, I mean, we saw Herschel Walker. We've seen guys change sports. I need to see Bumgarner versus Puig. Bring him home, D-Mac. That's from Keith. Max Muncy this season, put up or shut up. I like that take. So let's continue to go to our next story. So next story, real quick one, Gavin Lux. He was on Sportsnet, and Gavin Lux is ready to go. He told this Sportsnet LA panel, I think it's going to take like 1 or 2 spring training games to get back to where he was. He will go on to say, physically, where I'm at right now, I'm running about the same speed as I was pre-injury, jumping the same, everything is right, where it needs to be. It's just the mental part, just I got to get out there and do it in a game and show myself, which is great because we all got spring training to do that. So clearly, Gavin Lux is ready to go. Clearly, the organization is intent on giving him the runway to be the Dodgers' everyday shortstop, to be their long-term shortstop. And if he isn't able to get it done, if for whatever reason he suffers an injury or he has any issues defensively or he's still trying to get himself back from a physical standpoint to where he was before the injury, you have Miguel Rojas. You have the ultimate Band-Aid break in case of emergency at shortstop, a guy that plays top 5 defense at that position. Just think about that. There's no teams around there in Major League Baseball. There's no teams around Major League Baseball that have that kind of depth, where you have a top 5 defensive shortstop giving you depth at that premium position. So I still feel okay about that. I still really want to see it. I'm more intrigued than anything else. I'm not saying it's a lock that he's going to be an all-star or that he's going to be great, but we have to see if he can do it and learn, do we need to explore that position as far as a roster construction standpoint? Do we need to add that to our shopping list moving forward, a shortstop? So we'll find that out early in the season. And on top of that, look, Willy Adames, that trade ain't happening, okay? The Brewers, you brought in Rhys Hoskins. The Brewers still have Corbin Burns and Williams and Peralta. The Brewers are going to try to win that weak division. So that's a weak division. They're probably going to be very competitive in it. So look, it's a pipe dream to think that Willy Adames is even an option. And even if I had the option to trade for Willy Adames, I would much rather see if Gavin Lux can be that guy, because if he can, that's going to help me to reallocate these funds and give Will Smith money a couple years, to add pitching, to add pieces. So the shortstop position, like I said, there's like 10 of them on the planet that can play the position at an above average level offensively, and Gavin Lux has proven to have that ability. So I'm rolling with Gavin Lux. Other MLB news around the show, good friend Joc Pederson. Joc Pederson, a grown-up Cabbage Patch Kid, is trying to see if he can play for every team in the NL West. He signs with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He'll receive $9.5 million next season. He's due $3 million in a buyout and a 2025 mutual option that's valued at $14 million. So through his deal, he gets 1 year, $12.5 million guaranteed. And look at that. I get what I've always wanted. Here's a birthday present I got. I got Joc Pederson and Jace Peterson on the same team. Now all the Diamondbacks have to do is go out there and trade for Joc Pederson. Okay, I'll stop. But still, Joc Pederson to the D-backs. And Joc Pederson, you know him. We know Joc so well. We know his strengths. We know his weaknesses. And he's someone that can still crush right-handed pitching. He's someone that can go out there and give you pop. He can go on tears. He can get it done the postseason. So for a team like the Diamondbacks that's coming off a World Series appearance, you go out there and you sign a Eduardo Rodriguez. You sign a Joc Pederson. The moves that they've made. You traded for Eugenio Suarez, the guy that hits bombs. Yes, those strikeout rate numbers are extremely high, but it's nice to see the Diamondbacks going out there and trying to make moves to be competitive. And I think Joc Pederson, I've heard you guys in the comments saying, D-Mac, bring back Joc. I want Joc Pock back in L.A. Look, I love Joc Pederson as much as the next Dodgers fan. Like I said, he's a grown-up Cabbage Patch doll. But, yes, does he provide pop? He absolutely does. 186 home runs since 2014, playing with the Dodgers, Cubs, Braves, and Giants. But last season, even though it definitely was good, it was a little bit of a down year compared to the previous season when the Giants extended him that qualifying offer. He had 15 home runs. He slashed 235, 348, 416. Walk rate did go up to 13.4%, which is definitely impressive. And you look at the platoon splits, he's someone that you're talking about a 125 weighted runs created plus player against righties. That drops to a 73 weighted runs created plus player against lefties. So he's someone that hasn't found the ability to have balanced production against lefties and righties. Still great against righties and well below average against lefties. But if you look at his StatCast numbers, Baseball Savant, lots of red, lots of hard contact. I mean, his hard hit rate, his exit velos, I mean, you're talking about in the top 10 percentile for qualified hitters. So that points to a very positive sign of regression for Joc Pederson next season. You look at that BABIP that dropped from 310 in 2022 to 268 last season. So I think that Joc Pederson could have a really good year with the Diamondbacks, but I'm here to tell you why that even the smallest move can impact the Dodgers, because Joc Pederson signs with the D-backs. Well, you know who didn't sign with the D-backs? JD Martinez. And a lot of experts, a lot of insiders have been linking up JD Martinez and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And for as good as Joc Pederson is against righties, for as hot as he can get at times, JD Martinez is a better hitter, and they're not even in the same conversation. JD Martinez is someone who got things back on track with the Dodgers last season, and he's not on the Diamondbacks. So the fact they signed Joc means they didn't sign JD Martinez, which on a probably a small level, but you got to talk about it anyway, that impacts the Dodgers in a positive way because they're not facing a JD Martinez who, like I said, had a much better year than Joc Pederson last year. He's a better hitter. I mean, JD had a 135 weighted runs created plus with the Dodgers last season. 33 home runs, 130 RBI. Did miss time due to a hamstring and a groin injury, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like he's going to go back to the D-backs. But what are you guys' thoughts on Joc Pederson signing with the Diamondbacks? I think it's a good move for the D-backs. It's a good move for Joc. Selfishly, I was hoping that they would also re-sign Tommy Pham and put their lockers right next to each other. Wouldn't that be awesome? Might have a little family feud if that happened, but it'd be great to see Joc Pederson and Tommy Pham on the same team. But drop your comments down below. What are your takes? What are your thoughts? Joc Pederson to the D-backs. We got a $5 super chat from my guy Samuel Ellis. That's a fire take right here. Happy birthday, D-Mac. Mine was yesterday. Okay, awesome, Samuel Ellis. Well, hey, happy belated birthday to you, but I appreciate that. Happy B-Day, D-Mac. Thank you, as always. I appreciate you, Alex, rocking with us in the mornings, at nights. Always a loyal day one here for the Dodgers Nation live streams. I Got Jam says Joc Blockhead. That's kind of a roast. That wasn't very nice. I did call him a grown-up Cabbage Patch Kid, though. 80K in time for D-Mac's B-Day. Hey, man, let's get to 1 milli. Happy B-Day, D-Mac from Eric Kwan, Michael Arias. Joc can run faster backwards. That's a good roast. I appreciate that roast. Yeah, who will never forget the worst experiment of all time? Worst experiments. Bad experiments. Pizza at McDonald's. They tried to sell pizza at McDonald's. That was a bad experiment, but not as bad as Joc Pederson playing first base. I want to get the Men in Black thing and erase that from my memory forever. Joc going through the whole division. Denny Cortez. Yeah, I look forward to seeing Joc on the Rockies or the Padres next year. Joc batting in stilettos. Oh, my gosh. Golf. Is Joc playing for the desert or the dessert? Okay. You guys are just in roast mode, and you guys know I appreciate that, even if it's a little excessive. The Gator Show, why all these fans want retreads, Joc, Belly, Puig, they're wearing other uniforms for a reason. Yeah, the Gator Show, sometimes if you love something, you let it go. Sometimes it's not good to get back with your ex, right? And I think for the most part, save for very few exceptions, all these guys are guys I don't think about at all as far as wanting them on the Dodgers. But coming up next, we're going to run through more current free agents and where they're going to sign, and a update on potential Dodgers future ace, Roki Sasaki. That's coming up next here on Dodgers Dugout Live. What up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. I'm here to remind you that if you have not yet, be sure to subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel for all latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, interviews, breakdowns, live streams, and more all year long. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to help the channel out, smash that like button. Also, you will not be eligible for any of our giveaways unless you are subscribed to the channel. So all you need to do to be eligible for all of our giveaways is just make sure that you are subscribed. We just gave away a brand new authentic Mookie Betts jersey valued at over $350. And we got tons of giveaways coming this offseason. So be sure to be subscribed so you are eligible to win. And as always, think blue, bleed blue, and please subscribe. And welcome back to Dodgers Dugout Live here. We did give away that Ohtani jersey, so if you're checking out now, we're just going to run that back. So congratulations to our winner, Mr. CryMumu17 over on the X. By the way, to be eligible for all of our future giveaways, subscribe and always comment done, and you are eligible to win. So we're going to keep it rolling here on Dodgers Dugout Live. And our next topic, you guys brought up Cody Bellinger. Well, I'm here to tell you about James Outman. And the conversation is, who's going to have the better next 5 years? Who would you rather have, Cody Bellinger or a James Outman? Where is Cody Bellinger going to sign? Well, I asked you guys over on Twitter. I said, who have a better next 5 years as a player, James Outman or Cody Bellinger? And currently 72% of you say James Outman, while 28% of you say Cody Bellinger. So that's pretty high. That's higher than I expected, considering all the Bellinger love I see in the comments. Now, before we get into James Outman as a player, let's get into the latest on Cody Bellinger. Where will Belly sign? Will it be the Cubs? Will it be the Angels? Will it be the Giants? Well, according to John Heyman, he said the Cubs are the favorites for Belly. Heyman also said that the Blue Jays, the Giants, and possibly the Mariners could land him. I don't think the Mariners are legitimately in the mix for Cody Bellinger. But he would go on to say, ultimately, the widespread belief within the industry is that Bellinger and the Cubs will reunite, but only if and when his asking price comes down. And that's from Mark Feinsand of MLB.com. So Cody Bellinger is still in wait-and-see mode. I think he's someone that you'll see sign at or during the beginning of spring training. I think he is going to take this until the very end to see how close to that $200 million payday he can get. And there's also another team that has entered the mix, and Dave Vassay on Dodger Talk a few nights ago, he said that the Angels, the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, of California, of United States, of planet Earth, of galaxy, of universe. Right? I mean, they have checked in on Cody Bellinger. Now, would he be a good fit for Anaheim, for the Angels? Personally, I think that what he's after is a contract that starts with 2. Any franchise that's willing to give Anthony Rendon a 7-year, $245 million deal is probably willing to give Cody Bellinger a big deal too. But I personally believe at the end of the day, he will end up back with the Chicago Cubs. I'm predicting an 8-year, $190 million deal with the Cubs. I think he gets just shy of $200 million. And I think for Cody Bellinger, you take that money and you run. For Cody Bellinger to get 8 years, $190 million when he was non-tendered for the Dodgers a few seasons ago, he's going to set the record for the highest contract ever signed for a player that was non-tendered. And I'm here to tell you this. For all you guys that have these warm and fuzzy feelings about MVP Belly, he's not that version of Cody Bellinger anymore. He is a reinvented Cody Bellinger 2.0. And you say D-Mac, well, look at his numbers. D-Mac, 307 last year, 26 home runs, 97 RBI. That was the highest since his 2019 MVP season. MVP Belly is back. Let's bring him back to LA, right, before all these signings. But there's a couple things that worked to Bellinger's favor last season. One, lots of good luck from the BABIP gods. Also, he has changed. He has transitioned to a more contact-oriented hitter, benefited from the restrictions on the shift. But if you look at those hard contact numbers, yes, the contact was up, benefited from the restrictions on the shift, made the most, took advantage of the opportunities, but the hard contact was not anywhere near what it was in 2019. In 2019, he was absolutely murdering baseballs. Cody Bellinger hated baseballs in 2019, right? That wasn't necessarily the case last year for the Cubs. He was in the 22nd percentile when it came to average exit velocity, the 27th percentile in barrel percentage. His hard hit rate was in the 10th percentile, right? So 22, 27, and 10 when it comes to exit velo, barrel percentage, and hard hit percentage. The quality of contact was just nowhere near what it was during that MVP season. Bellinger, he averaged 87.2 miles per hour off the bat. That was 4 miles slower than during his MVP season. A 45.6% of the batted balls that he hit in 2019 were at 95 plus miles per hour. In 2019, that's an elite number, almost 50%. Last year, that number was at 30.8%. So this is a different version of Cody Bellinger. I don't think the Dodgers ever had any serious conversations about bringing him back. He's a Boris client. He's also dealt injuries. I wish him well. I'm going to root for him, but he's going to be back with the Chicago Cubs, in my opinion. 8 years, 190. Bring Belly back to Wrigley. It's a perfect fit. He had a lot of success there. But what are your takes on Cody Bellinger? Would you like to see him back with the Dodgers? Me, words of Randy Jackson. You can finish the sentence. It's a no for me, dog. But we got, there we go. We got last year, Alex, we got BC. Bellinger had best MLB leadoff hitter, top 5 2-hitter in front of him with above average matchers behind him, Samuel Ellis. Yeah, he took advantage of that too. Definitely worked in his favor. Frazier, happy birthday, D-Mac. Hey, I appreciate all the birthday love, man. I need like a big Dodgers cake right here. My friend Noah Cameras. You guys know Noah Cameras. So you follow him. Always dropping that fire over on the X. He gave me a present, and it was a box of my favorite cereal, which also happens to be the best cereal of all time. And, of course, I'm talking about Frosted Mini Wheats. I mean, come on now. I'm a big Frosted Mini Wheats guy. The way it makes the milk taste good, you get some fiber, but drop your favorite cereal down below. But do you agree with me? I'm a big Frosted Mini Wheats guy. Have always been, but appreciate that from my guy, Noah Cameras. I love you, D-Mac. Love you back, my man. Mike Rojo. Yeah, let the Cubs or Angels have him. Bold prediction, Ohtani triple crown in 24. Wow. That would be pretty awesome. Last person to win the triple crown was, of course, Cooper Kupp in 2021. No, of course, I mean Miggy Cabrera won that in 2012 it was. So, yeah. And that was the first since Carl Yastrzemski in 1967. So I like that. It's a great bold take. We'll get into some bold takes here in a second, but got some people asking me about Blake Snell too. Give you the latest on Blake Snell. Snell is someone who there was rumors that he had contacted the Yankees, informed them that he wanted to pitch for them and sign for them. Well, my question is, if the Yankees are willing to give Yoshinobu Yamamoto $300 million, why wouldn't they be able to give Blake Snell $200 million? Well, the answer is they're not interested. And Bob Nightingale said that the Yankees' introductory offer was almost $100 million less than what he was seeking. So does that mean that Blake Snell was seeking a $240 million contract and the Yankees lowballed him at $140 million? I don't know. But clearly those two teams, the Yankees and the Scott Boras team that represents Blake Snell, they're nowhere close to getting a deal done. So I don't think he'll be in pinstripes. The Phillies, I think, are an interesting team as far as fit. I think that the Phillies are aggressive. They want to win now. You got Bryce Harper. You signed Trey Turner. You re-signed Aaron Nola. But it makes you wonder, at what point is that money spigot in Philadelphia going to close a little bit, right? I mean, you're talking about a roster that is filled with high-priced guys. You have 8 guys on this Phillies roster that make at least $18 million. So I don't think that he's going to end up in Philly. The Boston Red Sox, the Red Sox have just absolutely fallen off the face of the earth when it comes to being a big spender. They're a team that they have the budget, they have the money, they have an estimated payroll of $180 million. That's 10th in Major League Baseball, which puts them pretty far apart from the $237 million first competitive balance tax threshold there. Don't think it ends up with Boston. I think that it comes down to 2 teams for Blake Snell. 2 teams for Snellzilla, both in California, one being up north in the San Francisco Giants, and another one being up the 5 in Anaheim. The Angels or the Giants, I think, duke it out for Blake Snell. And was looking this morning, Blake Snell in San Francisco at Oracle Park, 22 2/3 innings of work, a 1.59 ERA, 12.3 strikeouts per 9. So his K per 9 number is good. His ERA good. I think it makes a lot of sense because San Francisco, what are they doing? San Francisco needs to go out there and make some moves. They've had a very not an eventful offseason. They've made moves, right? I mean, you got in Jordan Hicks on a $44 million deal, and you're trying to convert him into being a starter. You got Lee, but you haven't signed that superstar. You spent most of your time thinking of stupid Mickey Mouse ears giveaway promotions, right? You look at that rotation. Alex Cobb, he has hip surgery. You got Harrison, Stripling, Hicks, Webb. I mean, that is not a rotation that's going to do anything for you this year. So I think Blake Snell to San Francisco makes a lot of sense. And what I said a few months ago, if you're San Francisco, you're not getting Ohtani because I was telling you literally for over a year that Ohtani was going to be a Dodger. They were never going to go and get out an Ohtani, right? They were never going to sign a Shohei Ohtani level player, right? Those types of players, they're reserved for teams like the Dodgers, right? They were never going to make that happen. But a Snell and a Matt Chapman defensively, what he sure is up for them, I think it makes sense. If I'm the Giants, I'm signing Chapman and Snell defensively with your lefty ace on the mound. You get a sure-handed third baseman there. That's definitely going to be an area where they can improve. So I'm waiting. We're waiting, San Francisco. What are you going to do? I mean, what are you doing up in San Francisco? Justin Turner, see, a lot of you guys asked about JT. He's someone that can still help teams out there. Ginger Jesus still can save a lot of teams' lineups as far as his production last season. Slash 276, 345, 455, hit 23 bombs in 626 plate appearances. But here's what you need to know about Justin Turner. 1, he's no longer capable of being an everyday third baseman at this stage of his career. He can play some second, can play some first, can play some third, but if you sign JT, it's to be your designated hitter. Now, there were some rumors that he had talks with the Mets, the Toronto Blue Jays could be interested, and SNY's Andy Martino, he reported that if the Mets were to make a, quote, splash at any point during the remainder of the season, it would be for a designated hitter. So I think the Mets probably get JD Martinez. My prediction is JD Martinez probably signs with the Mets, and I think Jorge Soler probably signs with the Blue Jays. Where does this leave Justin Turner? I mean, where's JT going to sign? Is he? I see Padres fans want JT. A reunion with the Red Sox doesn't seem very likely, but it's going to be interesting to see where he'll end up. You got Jordan Montgomery still out there, 6 years, $168 million. That's my projection for him. I think he goes back to Texas and he re-signs with the Rangers. Now, one name I want to throw out there for the Dodgers. I know you guys are out there sitting like, D-Mac, talk about a player the Dodgers could sign. Well, this team has already had a masterpiece, right? You've already committed over $1 billion this offseason. Yes, you can bolster that bullpen. Could you do it through the trade market? Could you go out there and get Tanner Scott? Yeah, you possibly could. Could you wait for the season to start, give these young guys opportunities, see what you have internally, and then address needs during the season? You absolutely could go that route. But what has this team showed us? You got rumors with them and Emmanuel Clase. You've got rumors with the Dodgers being interested in Josh Hader. You've got rumors of the Dodgers on Stevenson, right? Brazier's still out there. We've already made our case to bring Brazier back. But if you're the Dodgers, there's an elite closer out there that hasn't been signed in Liam Hendriks. And Liam Hendriks is still recovering from Tommy John surgery. And forget Tommy John surgery. This is someone who, in my opinion, despite the fact that he only played in 5 games last year, I would have still given him the comeback player of the year. I would have given him the comeback player of the year last year in Major League Baseball, because this is someone who battled his way back from stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Okay, this guy has persevered. He's made it back, and then he makes it back, and then unfortunately, he has to undergo Tommy John surgery. And he has said that he's trying to get back by the All-Star break this season. So the All-Star break this season is his timeline. Liam Hendriks recently told MLB.com, obviously we are in no rush. My timeline hasn't changed. I'm not going to be ready in April. Teams are making sure they really get their main part of 2024 set up. We've had some clubs call and be like, once it heats up, let us know. I'm going to say, I'll be going into my age 35 season next year, and I finally have a new arm that can do what it's supposed to be doing. I'm going to be able to recover better, and I'm excited for the prospects of the future and seeing where it goes, especially in my mindset mixed with a brand new elbow. So this is someone in Liam Hendriks that with a hurt arm was still throwing 98, 100 miles per hour. And this is someone that was still throwing gas before he had the surgery. So Liam Hendriks, that kind of screams Dodger, if we're being honest. That kind of screams Dodger reclamation project, guy who has high upside potential, a guy that is a name in this league that had established himself as one of the best relievers in the sport, signed a massive deal with the Chicago White Sox a few years ago. And ultimately, the White Sox, they did decline their $15 million option for him for the 2024 season, gave him that $1.5 million buyout. And look, I'm looking at Liam Hendriks. I'm saying to myself, if the Dodgers are intent on going after a possible closer, he's someone that the numbers were bad. He was injured. But last time he was healthy, I mean, we're talking about a guy 14.32 K per nine in 2021, 13.27 K per nine in 2022. The ERA, the FIP, the expected numbers, all consistent. If Liam Hendriks is healthy, he's someone that can be an absolute weapon, someone that can change the complexion of an entire bullpen because he's a true closer. He's got the mindset for it. He's had a lot of success doing it. And at the price you could get him at, that's one of those moves where you're getting a high value play because you're the Dodgers, because of your history, because of your experience and your proven track record of revitalizing careers. So just a name to keep in mind in Liam Hendriks. But let me know down below in the comment section, what are your thoughts on the potential of bringing in a Liam Hendriks? Bold predictions I see down below. $2. Happy birthday, D-Mac. That's going right to the Liam Hendriks fund. That's going right to some more micheladas and carne asada fries. We got Mason Crypto. I'm voluntarily giving out $5,000. Okay, that's a troll right there. D-Mac, are we done with the offseason? We're never done. You can never have enough pitching. This is from Abstract. That's a fire username. Abstract over there. So, no, the Dodgers are not done, okay? The Dodgers are still looking to go out there and improve this roster any way they can. I don't think they're going to aggressively sign people, but let's see what happens with Ryan Brazier. I know he's looking for a multi-year contract. Does he consider a one-year deal with the Dodgers? I would not rule that out. We got some of your best cereals. We got Frosted Flakes. Frosted Mini Wheats is the cousin to Grape Nuts. Okay, it's a fire take. It's a fire take right there. Snell could be headed to the Mariners. Snell is going to end up getting a 2-year deal from some fools. Won't be us. Let's see. We got nothing beats Frosted Flakes with chocolate milk. Ooh, that's interesting. I got to try that. Happy B-Day, Big Mac. Thanks. Appreciate you. That is from my guy Donut Master 1. Done. We got happy birthday. Happy birthday. Man, all the birthday. I'm actually probably going to be going live tomorrow, so that'll be on my actual birthday. We can celebrate it then, guys, and hopefully we'll get some big news. Happy B-Day, D-Mac. Best cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That'd probably be my number 2. I know that's Noel's favorite, right? Yeah, and I think that's the churro version, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got there it is. I keep losing my comments here. There we go. Yeah, we got Snell to the Mariners from Owen Rios. Doug, talk about Sasaki. That sounds like an order, Justin Lamas, so might as well do it. So quick little update on Roki Sasaki. If you have not watched the videos I've done on Sasaki, go back. We did a deep dive on how good he is as a player, the success that he's had. I mean, Roki Sasaki is an absolute freak. There's really no way around it. Roki Sasaki, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, he is the best prospect on the planet, okay? But due to posting rules, he's still considered an amateur free agent. He's 22, doesn't have enough NPB seasons under his belt, so he's not going to sign for a team until his team, the Marines, they post him, right? And you're talking about a player that every single team in Major League Baseball would want at that price, right? You don't have to pay him a Yoshinobu Yamamoto type salary. And the Chiba Marines feels like there's some friction between the two because the same publication that reported that the Dodgers were going to go all in on him and that he was trying to get out of his deal and trying to encourage the Marines to post him, that same publication, they've had some more interesting nuggets about his future in Major League Baseball and the current status of him in his club. Yaku Cosmopolitan tweet out, Roki Sasaki has reportedly withdrawn from the Japan Professional Baseball Players Association. While participation in the union is voluntary, Sasaki is the only young player to withdraw. Sasaki and Lodi are yet to reach a contract agreement for 2024. So he withdraws. They have yet to reach a contract agreement. That to me indicates that he's trying to put a lot of pressure on the Marines to post him after the 2024 season. That is what he wants. He wants to get an opportunity to pitch in the show. The question is, would that be with the Dodgers? I think the Dodgers, they have put in the legwork. You saw the video that surfaced a few weeks ago of Andrew Friedman in Japan personally scouting him. So you would have to believe that they have as good of a chance as any. And I'm thinking he wants to be a part of this. I'm thinking he wants to take advantage of this opportunity with the Dodgers. And look, the Dodgers, the question is, can you get him? I think that they believe they can. If you heard what Andrew Friedman told us on this show, he told us that there's a lot of great pitching prospects in Japan. And it wasn't just this year. He was alluding to the future. And in my opinion, he was meaning Roki Sasaki. So I think he's the guy. I mean, this is someone who wants to pitch in Major League Baseball. So I think he wants to get let out. I think it could get a little ugly there. Could get a little ugly, but that is the update for Roki Sasaki. Okay, so we're going to wrap the show with some of your bold predictions. What are your bold predictions? I'm going to do a whole episode on bold predictions. I am going to throw out one today. It's not super bold, but I want to kind of keep some of mine in the bag just so we have a lot. But let's go to your bold predictions. Going to read some of these. I also asked you guys over on the X, but drop your boldest prediction for the 2024 season. Leslie Goldberg over on the X tweeted, Kershaw gets the final out of the Dodgers 2024 World Series win. Dodgers World tweeted, most wins ever in a season, 120, World Series in 5. So that's interesting, Dodgers World. And look, typically, if you finish with the most wins, save for the Yankees, right? 98, those 114 wins. The Mariners in 2001. I mean, 120 wins is a lot. It would be a great accomplishment. It won't mean a thing if you don't get that ring, though, right? You have to go and finish the job to make it historic, right? To make it legendary. And 120 wins would be great with the balanced season as it is, with some of the questions to the rotation, not talent level, but adjustment level, durability level, with Buehler returning, with Bobby Miller being in his second season pitching in the show, with Yoshinobu Yamamoto adjusting from Japan to the show from Tyler Glass. Now, how much will you get out of him? Will they go out there and add another piece? Will these young guys emerge in the Frossos and the Knacks and the Groves and Stones and these young Dodgers pitchers? So too many questions for the rotation for me to say, okay, 120 wins. That's a lot of wins, but you got to be bold. And that's a bold take. Dodgers World over there on X. Then we got Dodgers Gabe. Yamamoto has a 13 strikeout game. Sheehan wins Rookie of the Year. Kershaw throws his second no-hitter. Freeman wins World Series MVP. Dodger Gabe just like throwing out bold prediction after bold prediction. I'm going to rank these in order of easiest to most difficult, likely to most unlikely. I would say the most unlikely one is Kershaw throws his second no-hitter. That would be great. Dodgers haven't had one since the team no-hitter in 2018. Kersh hasn't had one since 2014. I would say that would be the most difficult one. Freeman wins World Series MVP. Could absolutely see that. But I also think it could be Shohei Ohtani. I think Ohtani's going to win the World Series MVP. Sheehan Rookie of the Year. That'd be difficult. But Yamamoto, 13 strikeout game, that'd be great. So I go Kershaw, no-hitter, most difficult. Sheehan, Rookie of the Year, second. And Yamamoto, 13 strikeout game. And then Freeman, World Series MVP. We got Joey Bennett. We don't predict good things. That's a baseball jinx. Dodgers will participate in the 2024 season. That's a fire take. You're absolutely right. The Dodgers will 100% participate in the 2024 season. So not too bold, but where's the lie? This one's even crazier. Derek says 135 wins. Shohei, 50 home runs. 50 home runs is possible. 135 wins would be insane. Yamamoto finishes as a top 3 finalist for Cy Young. My Yamamoto take is, look, Shohei Ohtani, he's going to make the headlines. He's the biggest superstar. He's the unicorn. But I think Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going to day one be a star in this league. I think he wins Rookie of the Year. I think he wins the Cy Young and becomes the first pitcher to accomplish that since Fernando Valenzuela. And we got James Outman cuts his strikeout rate drastically and raises his average into the 280s. That's from Joe Bob Haley. Look, Joe, a couple responses to that are, when James Outman got off to a hot start, the strikeout rate was still high, but the power numbers were there. Then he went into that slump in May and June and really struggled at the plate. And then you look at how he fared after that. After the All-Star break, you saw him start to hit for more contact, but the power numbers weren't as high. August, much better in that department. So that's going to be the big question. One of the big questions heading into this season is James Outman, is he a platoon player or is he an everyday guy? Because yes, the numbers against lefties are respectable, but the power numbers drop off significantly compared to how he fares against righties. But I'm actually going to spend a whole episode on James Outman next week and some of these lineup questions. Lux MVP season, that's from Chuck. That's a big one. Got a lot of World Series champions ones. Lux will score 85 to 100 runs. Lose in the NLDS to the Rockies. That's from Sun over there. Hey, that's what I said last season. Next year, Dodgers win 120 games, lose the Rockies. Of course, I was only kidding. So, a couple more. I'm going to read your comments, guys. Give me your bold predictions before we head out here. And then you guys can enjoy the rest of your Friday. I want to thank you guys for all those birthday wishes. It means a lot. This is definitely the most fun thing that I do, and can't do it without you guys. Like I say, this is your show. I'm just hosting it. Did the volume just go down? Not so sure. Maybe it was on your phone or something. Mitchell Hopkins, does Yamamoto not get the prospect promotion pick for winning Rookie of the Year? I don't see him on any top 100 prospect list. So, yeah, he isn't able to do that, and that's just kind of how it is when you get a player like Yamamoto from the MPB the way they did. But prediction, the bubble machine comes back. That's from Wiz Popper over on YouTube. BL3SS3D. Gavin Lux wins comeback player of the year and the batting title. Wow. That would be pretty huge. That would be pretty huge for him to be able to accomplish that feat. I think just hitting 300 would be pretty big. I mean, Arias won the batting title last year. He hit 354. So probably going to have to hit north of 330, close to 350. If Gavin Lux does that, man, I'm going to give you a Gavin Lux jersey. How about that? But it's going to be from that one site, the DH Gate. Panda Buy. But I think there's a bootleg Dodger cycle like DH Gate. It'll be a DH Gate one. So full disclosure, it'll be a cheap fake Gavin Lux jersey that'll make your skin turn green. But I will give you it if he does win the batting title. Okay. My go-to meal for my birthday? Man, that's a good question. Probably like a number one at McDonald's, supersized with a Diet Coke. That's probably my birthday meal. And I actually had it yesterday, 2 days earlier, because I only have it once a month, and I treat myself to that. But honestly, I'm a big Japanese guy. I like pho. You know what I'm saying? Go ham on some hand rolls, probably. That too. But now you're making me pretty hungry. I'm like the weirdest guy when it comes to food, man. Like, I can seriously, like, to me, it's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with like a Coke Zero is as good as like a 5-star restaurant. Yeah, absolutely. But maybe some Farmer John Dodger dogs too, some throwbacks. Happy birthday, D-Mac. Yeah, let's go here. We got, if Seattle decides to trade Castillo, should we trade Outman to get him living? I mean, for Castillo, I think you have to probably consider it, considering his, pho, yeah. Feliz cumpleaños. That's from D-Mac. Carol. But yeah, guys, thanks again for rocking with us here on Dodgers Dugout Live. And congratulations to the jersey wear. Man, how exciting. Giving away an Ohtani jersey. And like I said, we are going to be doing big giveaways all season long. Autographs, tickets, jerseys. So we're actually doing a whole show on getting your feedback for what you want to see us give out. Carne asada fries, that's fire. Swelling sausage. Maybe you should take a shot for your birthday. All right, I'm going to take a shot of this H2O. That's all for you. But thanks again, guys. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Couple more here. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, appreciate that. You got pho is Vietnamese. No, I said pho and Japanese. Yeah, I was just kind of naming them out, of course. Yeah. No, I mean, big pho guy. But yeah, what's my favorite? Yeah, pho shizzle, man. Pho shizzle. But yeah, thanks again, guys, as always. Remember, that brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. We'll see you guys over the weekend. And until next time, think blue.